Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So I think it's no surprise that these days rich kids get a really bad rap. You know, they're showing off on TikTok, they're jumping their Teslas, and in this instance, Jack sent me a video that he told me to watch because it's titled, "Rich Kid Ruins the Family Barbecue." So as though rich kids can't get bad enough, let's just see how much worse this gets right after, of course, you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that already. So with that said, thank you so much, and now, let's begin.
6'10" Charlie, a rich kid from Hampshire.
Oh, wow. He ruined the barbecue because he could just slam dunk on everyone else who's not as tall as he is. That's the only way he's ruining the barbecue. Wow.
Is going on a skint holiday.
I would definitely consider myself privileged.
Well, I think self-awareness goes a long way, right? Like, if you don't know you're privileged, doesn't that mean you're like excessively privileged because you're not even aware of the concept that other people aren't doing as well as you? So I would say just him acknowledging that is a good start.
A cousin of mine discovered that back in the Tudor times, one of our ancestors became one of Henry VIII's wives.
Not many can boast of being a distant heir to the throne.
Yeah, how distant is that though? Once you're removed more than like 3 times, are you really related at that point? Like, are your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren gonna be that, like, genetically related to you? Probably not.
Charlie's house is also pretty palatial, with sweeping views, acres of land, and even its own stables.
I wonder how much that house is worth, because you look at it and you're like, well, if you get that in you know, Montana, you could probably get that for a few $100,000, maybe like 500 grand. I don't know if this is like the equivalent of Beverly Hills, where like all of, you know, this is like 20 million pounds or something.
So this is Hobnob, Lordy just there, and...
Oh, look at the little dog. I like the little dogs. Those are the ones that I like.
This horse alone is worth an eye-watering amount. But that's nothing compared to his £330,000 education.
Tell us how much the horse is worth. I don't care about the education. I want to know, how much is that horse worth? 50 grand, 100 grand?
I've been at a private school all my life, and most of them were boarding schools as well.
Yeah, boarding school just seems like a way for parents just to have time to themselves. You know, hey, listen, dad needs to work today, and you know, you're making noise. Go off to boarding school. There you go. 100 grand a year. Now, it's probably boarding school, probably 50 grand a year, but it's many, many, many years.
Danny and Sarah work all hours, so it's mini breaks like this that mean the world to them. But it's always hectic with 5 kids.
Oi, you're bending it.
See, each one of those kids could have just been the equivalent of buying a horse. You know, when you add up how much they'd spend. Isn't it something like the average parent spends like 300 grand between the ages of 0 and 18 raising? So that's a Ferrari. You know, you can get a Ferrari basically for every child you don't have. It's like, hey, that's a F8. You know, buy that.
Danny, I've got to go. Okay? I'll be back soon.
Okay, see you soon.
You know, at least with the F8s, they don't talk back to you. They just do exactly what you tell them to do.
Charlie's in at the camping deep end.
Just pop on that table, mate.
It's got brakes on it or something. Shout, turn it down.
Luckily, the kids know what to do.
Is that my toadstool?
Perfect.
Not her. She has no idea what's going on. I guarantee he's not taking instruction from that little girl.
It's already 6:45, and the kids need to get washed and fed, so Charlie's on cooking duty with food they've already brought with them.
Do you want me to give you a little bit of advice? Pop your sausages the other way.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it work better?
Yeah.
What? You would just think that's something you shouldn't be told, not to put the hot dogs in the same angle as like the top of that. Why?
Do you want a shower?
Well, there's no choice, really, but you are having a shower.
I don't want to pop.
No, you're going for a bath.
I love the accent. I want to pop.
I don't want to pop.
Or something like that, whatever she says. It's just cute.
About 20 minutes.
Yep.
Get the kids sorted.
But is that a banana? I can't tell if he's just barbecuing bananas. Maybe he could do that. Maybe I'm the one who's joke's on me.
You're all right.
Oh, I'm all good.
Yeah?
I can get this
Happy
done.
days.
Is that a banana? What is that? I look like a banana. It's a crazy nice tent, though. Look at that. You have different rooms in the tent.
But after 10 minutes, Charlie's struggling.
Ah, there's sausages. It doesn't look like there's much of a flame on that, though.
It's gone out, so pretty screwed right now. The only thing I'm barbecuing this evening is my face.
Well, see, honestly, I wouldn't know what to do. Don't you just pour more coal on that and then just light it up and let it do its thing again, right?
I feel pretty bad right now.
Imagine if he's like, hey, this isn't working out, but we got DoorDash. We're bringing over some Mastros. We got steaks. We got some Wagyu. And he just, Todd just throws this away.
How will
Right.
it you?
Well, not great. It kind of got all browned a little bit on the side of the sausages and a little bit on the burgers, and then I turned them all over, stuck the lid back on, and I took it off again. It just hadn't changed. It just stopped. It all went cold.
Problem with that, not enough coal in it.
Oh, right.
So could have done with another bag in it.
Yeah, but didn't he set him up with the coal? Like, I feel like he set him up to just fail at this task. Because it seems like he set it up and was like, all right, now cook. And the guy just shortchanged him on the coal?
Dinner should have cost them £9. But they've had to get a quick takeaway costing over £30.
Ah, see, I told you. Of course it's on his dime. He's going to spend the extra money on that.
Which will have to come out of tomorrow's budget.
Oh, they're making them pay for it. Oh, I would feel so bad. If I'm a kid of privilege and I screwed it up, but they have to pay for it, I would have felt terrible.
Camping is an escape from their stressful lives. And Danny opens up to Charlie that this could be their last camping trip for a while.
Oh, I'd get so bored. I've just never been much of a camping type. I'm like, where's the TV? Is there internet? What's the bed situation like? Are we sleeping on a mattress? I don't know. I'm a creature of comfort. I just want to be comfortable, that's all.
Come tomorrow,
Yeah.
I've got 5 weeks to get out of my house. At the minute, we don't know where we're going.
Their landlord has put their house up for sale. And because another private rental is unaffordable, they've been trying to get help from the council.
Worst case scenario, we'll be sat at mother-in-law's with a tent on back garden.
Yeah, it's mad because you're literally, even now, you're both just juggling,
Literally.
proper jobs, hard-working jobs, and, 5 kids.
Yeah, that's tough. These property values. I'm wondering what and this is filmed probably a few years ago. Imagine what they are now. I'm wondering if the UK has a rent control of some sort, or maybe that property's not. But that's the thing, though. That is why very much the rich get richer, and it's harder if you're poor because more of your resources go to the essentials. Whereas the more money you have, you're able to invest, and that investment is able to grow, and so you benefit from property values going up. But when you don't have that access, it's just property values went up, but now it's more of my resources are going to pay that fixed cost. So definitely becomes challenging and becomes a hamster wheel to get off of.
At the minute, I physically can't do nothing for my family.
Yeah. It's horrible. I literally cannot imagine any worse feeling.
Wondering what their work situation is like, though. If it's possible to get a different job, if it's possible to work on new skills, if he's in an industry where it's just there's a barrier there to I'm just more curious about what the income situation is like, because usually when you see a situation like this, it's not a spending problem. Yeah, sometimes obviously there is excessive spending, but a lot of situations like this, it's an income problem, or it's an education problem in the sense that they're not getting the proper training and skills that they need to get a higher paying job. And undoubtedly, the 5 children also, that draws a lot of expenses and takes a lot of time that's preventing them from getting further ahead financially. But I'm just always curious. Listen, I'm a finance guy. I'm just curious how much money you make. And it becomes so normal to me. People are like, oh yeah, I know I made this last month and my net worth is this and I've invested in this. I just love conversations like that. It's so interesting. That's what makes me happy, is talk about personal finance.
Sorry.
You're right, Danny.
Yeah, it's just that bit that just...
Wondering if this kid is like, hey, Dad, maybe we should just give him $100,000, Let's just give him $100,000. Maybe that, I don't know.
I'm meant to be the one
Yeah.
that keeps the roof over them kids' heads.
The upbringing I've had, I have occasionally heard about things like that happening, but you don't really.
Sounds like the sprinklers are on. Imagine if they just set this up in the middle of the sprinklers and they start just drenched.
Dealing with that kind of stuff is just, it's heartbreaking, really.
Yeah, well, listen, they clickbaited us in this title. Rich kid ruins the family barbecue. Yeah, so they ordered takeout instead. I'd imagine this rich kid's just like throwing a tantrum. Like, that's what I wanted to see. Oh yeah, he's gonna ruin it because he just has an attitude. This guy had a great attitude. He didn't ruin it. He tried his best. They got an even better dinner that cost them more money, but still, overall, great episode. Add me on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast. New episodes posting every single Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.